Hello, buddy. Yeah, it's Marvin here, and we're gonna be doing a little quick match. So, hey, Drake. Good to see ya. Not much. Just gonna be knocking out a little bit of quick match. Gonna be seeing who's up and around playing right now, and yeah, trying to get in some games after last week of basically just doing. The basically a week of just doing. We need regrowth, but after a week of basically just doing campaign and having not done too much with anything, I'm trying to spice things up a little. Let's get some peasant bows. That maybe. Not sure how I usually run this build, this mashup. So that can I get a few more peasants. That we can get some peasants like that. Perfect. These guys, unfortunately, I can't get these guys chevroned up, but we'll make it work, and we'll go at it. Go run some Bretonian. Oh, my opponent here decides the last second swap factions, which is kind of a rude move. But one of the big problems, of course, with Dark Elves is that he could bring that very annoying chariot play. Try to screw with me that way. I might actually bring the Warden. I don't know if I want the Wardens in one mod foot. Might bring some peasant bows. These guys, some foot squires, I think. The enchanters can stick around. Bring the nuke. I don't think I need regrowth, to be honest. I think I'll maybe Dweller's Below. Dweller's Below is nice, but I don't think I need it. And we definitely need some extra width, so we'll go with some 3-minute arms. And oh, whatever. It's okay. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Scourge Runner is definitely a bit overtuned. Scourge Runners, I think mostly it's the Regiment of Renown that's overtuned. The Regiment of Renown, because it's got the snare on top of the poison bolts, is disgusting. There are certainly counterplays, and I'm going to be trying to make use of them here. Just sort of zoning my opponent out with bodies, but it's certainly not. It's certainly not a huge bit of fun in my opinion. Play against the chariots.
We serve the king.
I'm assuming they're going to get nerfed, though how exactly I'm not sure. But I'm assuming they're going to take some sort of nerfs. I think they should have. I think they really shouldn't have done the. So they changed a bunch of light chariots to have more armor, and I think that was a massive misplay, a massive incorrect decision on CA's part. I think they should just. I think instead of making it so that light chariots have like 80 armor or whatever it is now, like the Tyrannok chariot got 80, I think. And the Tomb King chariots I think bumped up to 80, and I think that was a terrible move. And I think really they should have kept the Scourge Runner, the Tyrannok, and the Tomb King chariots at 50 armor. I think that would have made it much more balanced and made it much less ridiculous to play against. That's just my 2 cents. I'm hoping they undo that buff. I think it was a huge mistake on CA's part, but we will certainly see what they decide to do. To be fair, I do think. Oh, there we go. Oh, isn't this fun? Okay, well, on the bright side, actually, you know what? Alright, you guys run.
Of course.
Faye, get over here. Am I just getting... Oh my god, it is a horde of Dark Riders. You guys disengage. Okay, so this is actually not too bad. Because he can't really push in on me against a horde of peasant bows with fire arrows. And he hasn't gotten a huge amount of high value damage here. Let's get in here. He's trying to get all these pot shots in, but I just gotta be careful about not losing models. And as long as I do that, I should be in tip-top shape. Over here, the Faye's gonna get in on those dark. She is fast enough to catch the Dark Riders, so that's great. Fall back here. These guys are gonna get messed up. I'm actually gonna sit tight. I'm not gonna push into my opponent. He's, if he wants to play this game, let him. I legitimately don't care. Those guys are already pretty beat up. We'll pull you guys back. My opponent has brought a bunch of foot square. He's brought some cold one knights, some witch elves, of course. Go figure. But as long as we're able to keep them. And of course, Faye causes fear, which is beautiful. So she's gonna get in here. She's gonna get a hit, and she might actually. She actually broke those guys. It's just hilarious. They can't really snipe the Faye. They're not a terrible combatant. It's nice. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure he's trying to get into range here. Maybe not. We're gonna throw these guys in there. We're gonna try to get the foot squires in there. We're actually gonna juggle. One of the important things, I think, is to try to get good matchups going, or good fights going. We could fire on those guys. We're gonna pull forward here. We're gonna pull Faye back. These guys in the flank. We are gonna get peppered down a little bit, but that's okay. And we are going to move to engage upon those guys. And if my opponent decides to engage here, he is in for a rather bad day. I told the Faye that he's getting jumped, which is less than ideal. If her leadership pulls together, we will be okay. Push through over there. And these guys are not going to be able to escape. So Cold War Knights are too slow actually to outrun my cab. I'm actually going to push forward the spears. We keep peppering those guys down. And a bit of not paying attention there. Definitely a big mistake. Oh my god, that was really bad. I hate how it auto locks. That's definitely one of those annoying things. But over here we should be fine. It's gonna be a grind for sure, but I can actually pop that on the grails. Keep you over here. Keep you over here. We got witch elves plowing through, which is not great. We're actually gonna throw the grails into those witch elves. Not too concerned. We're gonna pull you guys over. We got that buff down. The grails are gonna get in on the witch elves. These guys can just zone away those Dark Riders. And honestly, the grails, because they're so tanky, I don't have to worry too much about them losing that fight. Now these guys are stuck in against Blackguards. Certainly that is less than ideal. But I definitely do not want Faye to get caught out by those witch elves. That would be terrible. But in the meantime, my opponent's gonna fall down. We can mow those ladies down. And over here, if he tries to engage, he's gonna go in there, but that's not gonna work. They have immunity psychology. That is not going to fly. These guys definitely do that. Rails, stay on them. You get over here and help Faye. Let's get a nice meaty heal over there. And as long as I can keep popping those heals, it'll be huge. Over here, we're just looking to zone away. We're not looking to win. We're not going to win a lot of these peripheral battles, but it just doesn't matter. Like, okay, sure, I might lose some grails, but who cares? Ultimately, grails, yes, they are a valuable cav. Don't get me wrong, but getting on that guy. They cannot heal, so this is. Who is this? Is this Loki? It's Malekith. Okay, actually, I don't know why I'm wondering who that is. It's like the most obvious thing ever. So, yeah, that's Malekith. But whatever. Pretend you guys didn't see that. Pretend you didn't see me surprised it's Malekith. But we got the Companions of Canel in there. We're gonna get the spear zoning. Rail Knights are on this bad boy. Our archers can just whittle that Blackguard down. It's actually gonna go pretty darn well. I'm actually gonna pop a heal on those guys a little bit there. And you can see all these peripheral fights that are going very much in our favor, and our archers are still in very good shape. We're gonna pop the deal here. Now he is going to get a beautiful chill wind. It actually does surprisingly lots of damage, but unfortunately I think he is. No, he didn't. Well played. He is avoiding getting.
Swiftly!
Oh, this is bad. I should have paid better attention there. Use spears, keep running them.
Battle, pilgrim!
You know what though? Over here we are winning. The foot scars will tear those guys to shreds, and honestly, these Kobold Knights shouldn't be able to do too much. And we're getting rid of the Black Card, so the Black Card will be gone soon. Malekith over here is rampaging around, but he didn't either. He actually didn't bring. That is a horrible misplay. He didn't bring Soul Stealer. That is terrible. I'm sorry.
What do you beat?
Let's back the peasants off. He's trying to get the Dark Riders. He's getting desperate, so he's throwing Dark Riders in there. At this point, he is going to concede. So. So, from a lore standpoint, yeah, Dark Elves are definitely... Dark Elves are not like a super cav civilization, but at the same time, Kobold Knights are definitely like relatively high-level cav. All the best cav in Warhammer lore is human, or human-derived. You've got Bretonnians, who of course have Grail Knights, who are basically the Space Marines of the setting. You have Chaos Knights, who are similarly roid raged by their gods, and then you have Blood Knights, who are roid raged by vampiric magic. So you basically have the 3 human-derived cavs, and those are basically, besides maybe some of the Ogre cav, but even that's disputable because in most of the lore texts, the Blood Knights or Chaos Knights and Grail Knights are kind of described as being insanely skillful, like far beyond any other cavalry in the world. So maybe Ogre cav, but yeah. I think on tabletop, Ogre cav was actually insanely powerful, but I'm not a tabletop player. But yeah, from a lore standpoint, Dark Elves shouldn't be a cav, but at the same time, keep in mind some of it does boil down to simply numbers. Where the Dark Elf cavalry is not nowhere near the best by stat standards, but you can bring a lot of them. It's sort of like Empire cav. Well, Empire does have Demigrants, but Empire can go very cav heavy, despite the fact that its cav is not the best in the game. Same with High Elves to an extent. Like on a raw stat to stat basis, they're not the best, but they are cost effective and all that. Lizards. Not sure I really want to play against lizards. Not the biggest fan of playing against them. We'll try greenskins. Well, if I want to bring, yeah, no, we'll bring a Goblin Great Shaman. I want to try. You know, it's been a while. I don't know if I want to bother with evasion. Probably not. Melee, it doesn't really matter for much. But we're gonna bring Sneaky Stab and we're gonna bring Itching Nuisance. Zork will fix it. Nitrat. I want to make Curse and Bad Moon work, but I feel like I'm just never gonna manage. So we'll bring some Black Orcs, of course. Actually, I have an experiment I want to try to pull off. So we're gonna swap. We're actually gonna bring Azag. Get on with it. No items because we're on a Wyvern. I'm gonna ditch Doom and Darkness, ditch Aspect of the Dread Knight. Oh, we'll keep Spirit Leech, Soul Blight. Focus on no Fate of Buna. But we will bring the Rusty Errors, and we will bring a Night Goblin Shaman. And I've actually got. Let's see if this works. We're gonna try to use the Curse of the Bad Moon. Maybe it is an expensive Armor Sunder. Maybe not. The Winds of Magic intensive Armor Sunder is the worst part of it. Definitely do that. Vindictive Glare is not bad. I think I'll ditch Itchy Nuisance because I feel like I won't make use of it if I'm trying to get Armor Sundering shots in. Some Night Goblin Archers for the poison. And then I'll actually think I'll bring Savage Orc Air Boys just because that extra mobility can be helpful. Of course, we do want. I think I'll bring some Spear Hoppers with me. Ooh, I'm not sure if I want to bring Savage Orc Boys or something along those lines, just to slow the opposition to get me some mass in the way if I need it. Or I could go for. There's a lot of ways I could approach this. I'm gonna bring some Gobos because Gobos are great for screening. Some Skulkers for crowd control. Maybe we'll cut some Savage Orcs. Getting a Ragnarok Queen though is gonna be tough. Maybe we'll just go with classic meme gore. We could do meme gore. Why not? You know what? Can't go wrong with Grimgore. It's the truth, to be honest. Like Grimgore is best. Could bring a second spider if I could afford it. I'm actually kind of tempted to, because if I'm gonna go with Grimgore, we might as well deathball hard. I do have to be wary of Deathball and Deathball. I could bring Crimson Killer and just do a build like this. Just go full ridiculousness. And I could actually probably... Oh no, I can't do what you knew. So it's 138. That's actually kind of pricey. I mean, heck, could ditch that. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ridiculous melee build. We're gonna try to match them tit for tat with triple Blackwork, barring Croak. We should be okay, and as long as I can kind of micro, I might actually even be okay if Croak shows up to be a pain. Double Spider should be really strong, as long as they stay on top of Black. I have to be very careful about micro. See, I like memes as much as the next guy. I think Grimgore is actually less of a meme than he used to be. I think he's got like this reputation going back, way back, that he's a terrible, useless lord. But I think he's actually not as bad nowadays as a lot of people think he is. Certainly not a lord you want to rely on. I think certainly not a lord you're going to build most strategies around. But nowhere near the level of badness he used to be. I think if they'd give Grimgore an item to give him magic resist, like if they made his I think in campaign it's called Bloodforged Armor or something. They made it give him, if they made an item in this game that would give him like a 20% or 30% magic resist, I think Grimgore would actually be a very legitimately competitive choice. The only problem right now is that if you show up with Grimgore against a faction that has great access to Lore of Death especially, you are going to get cheesed really hard if your opponent's good. They're not going to give you a sort of honest situation. They're just going to chip away at you until you die. Yeah, it's one of those, I think, things that really holds Grimgore back. So, we're gonna be looking to Monster Mash here. Alright. I don't know if the Gobos were honestly that good of a choice now that I think about it, because originally it made sense when I was going with some shooting, but if I'm not gonna go with shooting, they're not that useful to me. Still, make it work. There's some major lag here. That's not good. Given that I just played a game without lag, I keep it that way. Yeah, I could have gotten more Chevron. I could have ditched the unit of Gobos here and gotten an extra unit of Nassus, or gotten the Skulkers Chevron up to like a better NC. I don't know. Better NC 9 probably. But yeah, and if anyone has any suggestions or units they'd like to see experimented with or whatever, let me know in the comments below, and we can see. I have been tempted to do like a week or a month or something of just playing meme lords and make that all the games on the channel. Just random meme, sort of hammed up strategies, playing characters like Empire General or Gorst. There's not too many nowadays, though. What really the problem, I guess, is that nowadays there's not that many. What is this lag? Holy guacamole! It's terrible. This is really weird. Getting some awful lag. I don't know if it's on my end, or on my opponent's end. This is really odd. This usually only happens to me if I'm playing against someone who has really bad connection. I don't know if my connection's that bad right now. Huh. That is really odd. Oh, there we go.
Black is the new green.
Yeah, this is some insane lag.
Suppose.
So quick match is fixed. You can actually, you don't even have to do anything. The live if you've got the live version, you probably should have. Then you've got the fixed version. So what did my opponent do? He's gone with Saurus Warriors, Red Crested Skinks, 10-1 Skink Chief. This is like an old school. This is a very old school lizard build. I feel there's 10-1 obviously, and there's. Oh my god, this is definitely misplaced though.
Moving fast.
But yeah, this is a very old. Like you do have that Skink Chief, and then it's a horde of Saurus and like this Vestlodon. And fortunately, that was a disgustingly good hit on the Black Orcs. 6 model skill, 1000 damage on the opening laser, plus damage on the Nasty Sculptor. That is some insane luck of the draw. And I can't really dive that with the spiders. I have hidden. Oh, I do have hidden units. I forgot the Shaman's hidden. We can actually take a pot shot at him. Vindictive Glare is still, a lot of people I think do not realize that Vindictive Glare is actually still a very strong spell, as you can see, especially against less armored lords. We are going to break the center pocket of Saurus. Oh, he's mad. He's mad. We're gonna try to block, but whatever. Honestly, if I could take 10-1 in exchange. Oh, now we're getting breathed upon. That's nasty. Wow. We're just gonna mulch everything here. And here we can. Okay, he's summoning a thing, but oh my god, Vindictive Glare just doing the deeps. I should really not be getting the spider accidents involved though. You guys can get in them. Oh. You know what? Push in. I'm getting focused. Oh my god, that is frustrating. This is just hilarious. Oh my god, this poor guy though. Not having a good time of it. I think, you know what, if I lose my Shaman for 10-1, I legitimately don't give a crap. That's a sacrifice I'm perfectly willing to make. Let's go, Grimgor. Whip out Gitsnick and let's go.
Let's fight.
I think I don't know if I hit him with Vindictive Glare. I don't know.
This one's a biggie.
It's okay. If I lose the Shaman and 10-1 gets away, what is he gonna do? Summon some stuff? Doesn't really matter. I think these guys need to be swinging around. Let's get on them. I'm probably gonna lose the Ash. Shaman's dead. There's no saving that, but it's okay. You know who's not dead? And Grimgor is best. Well, another summon. Skulkers are goners. These, what are they? Chameleon Skinks. Like, yeah. I'm getting disrupted. We're gonna summon some spiders. I still have half my HP on this guy. Like, Umbral Tide can escape. Where are they gonna go? Now Terra's gonna kick you out. Skinks. He's used up his 2 summons. Yeah, great. Like, yeah, the hatchlings are doing like Umbral Tide. Get in on them. Unfortunately, the Feral Manticore is probably going to tear out the Skulker. It's just so cowardly. But Grimgore over here, he's a man on he's an orc on a mission. So I need to be careful and not let him overextend. Those of you who saw my game against Indy a while back probably saw just how badly you can get screwed if you don't play smart. But here we are getting on that Salamander hunt. 10-1 has no more summons. So despite the fact that I threw away my almost I want to get Wob. Come on, stay in the fight. Stay in the fight, you fool. And I can get another summon of spiders. So these guys think they're in the clear. We're gonna prove them wrong. We're just gonna go. Yeah, like he's whittling me down for sure, but I don't think he's gonna do that. Grimgore here. Pop some gits, Snick some gits. Wow. Yeah, we got all our Spidey boys eating a salmon hunting pouch. Red Crested Skinks don't stand a chance. Everything's shattering. Like the Chameleon Skinks, yeah, they're not going to chip away enough. And the Blackworks here aren't going to. I don't think. Maybe the I guess the Blackworks are actually getting pounded down a bit. I think he. No, he didn't. I definitely should have been a little more careful with my caster. Could have sniped that guy out a while ago. Over here we are seeing the Rippers diving on those guys, but in the meantime we have removed them from play. I can swing over here. Perhaps get us a little snipe on 10-1. These guys have rallied. Actually, I think we'll keep them in reserve though, because rather than on 10-1, we'll keep them hidden here because it could give me. I could get an opportunity later. Right now, if they try to run in, the Chameleon Skinks are just going to gun them down. But come on. I'm getting. He is sniping me hard. I probably should have used my Winds of Magic to try to snipe out this guy much sooner. I don't know if I want to use the Spider Hatchlings because I feel like this guy's going to take off. Yeah, forget it. Not worth the effort. I don't actually know where the did I chase off the there's 10-1. He's trying to snipe out Grimgore, but as long as I can keep Grimgore underneath the spiders, he's not gonna be able to do anything. Oh, there's those guys. I definitely need. They've routed. He's definitely making it close, but like there's so much HP right now on the spiders. And yeah, even if he. Even if he managed to snipe Grimgore down, which I don't think he will. Yeah, these guys are done. Goodbye. He's trying to dive in. Honestly, I think if he played this smarter, he would wait, because just throwing away this is actually like a quick way to lose it, and you might have a chance. He could have potentially still tried to chip things down with his skink, but I think he's realizing that. Now we're gonna collapse him. And, it doesn't matter. It is GG. Tretch. Oh, is the volume a little? Hey, doing good. Yeah, I'll turn up the volume after this. Hopefully, I should try to. At any rate, I didn't manage to save that replay. Whatever, doesn't really matter. So yeah, good old Blackwork's doing well. Spider's doing well. Definitely some misplays with the Night Goblin. I could have played that smarter, kept him closer to the formation, probably killed off 10-1, but Tretch. Let me see if I can. I don't know if that helped at all. I tried to turn it up a little bit, and hopefully it helped. But we can certainly try Tretch. Tretch is a god-awful lord, not gonna lie. I have to remember, I don't remember what all the lords are, and a lot of the lords I put on D tier, I remember, are ones that overlap heavily with someone else. Like, I know like the Vampire Lord, for example, I rated as D tier, which I think is actually pretty unfair. Is it a lot? Okay, I'm really glad to hear that it's a lot better. But yeah, I just had to turn down an OBS. Not entirely sure why, but oh man, Burnsy. I've run into Burnsy a bunch of times now. This is like, I think, my third game, because I played a game against him before I started streaming, just because I wanted to test if I didn't have any crashes or anything. But we had a request for Tretch, so actually, you know what? We're not just cocky enough to where we're gonna run Tretch. No, we're actually going to show the fact that we're running Tretch by running Clan Rictus. And so here we are. We're gonna run Tretch. This is against Dark Elves. I'm not actually sure what's the best. We're gonna try. Should I do a Vanguard build with Tretch? I feel like that's a quick path to disaster, though, probably. Try something else. Warfire Throws. Warfire Throws actually aren't terrible. It's a unit I don't tend to use very well. They are not a terrible unit. How to do this? Do Giselles. Well, if you had a Bonebreaker mount, that would be interesting, because you put him on a Bonebreaker and he becomes mobile. If he was like a mobile anti-large unit, that's not great in combat, but like the in a similar vein to the Vampire Fleet Captain for the or Fleet Admiral for the Counts or Ghost, that would actually be kind of cool. He does get Tretch's Raiders, which is actually a nifty ability. It's actually pretty darn strong. I could do, like, Plague Monk Censor's Rush with Tretch. That could actually be pretty funny. Do kind of a Rat Rush style build with these guys. So we'll bring some Rat Ogres. Well, actually, you know, we'll play defensive. I have stuff to crush the infantry. I do need stuff to defend against the backline against Cav. I think we'll bring some Poison Globes. Probably probably an A-bomb. And then a bunch of Skaven Slaves. I think we'll try that. And oh no, wait, wow, I'm stupid. I forgot a caster. Whatever. Doesn't matter if I overwrite it. 3. And I need to cast real quick. Warlock Engineer seems reasonable. Cut that, cut that, cut that. This is actually not bad. Frenzy, Howling Warp Gale, Lightning. Boom. Fencing Ruin. I'm not going to use that, I don't think. And now we can run our horde of Skaven Slaves. Truly a magnificent army. This, guys, is peak strategy. If you believe otherwise, you're just wrong. There's absolutely nothing better than a Rat Rush with Tresh Graventail helping attack. Tretch's Raiders actually isn't a terrible ability. I wish if Tretch had either a bigger war save on Lucky Skullhelm or more HP baseline, I think he'd also not be that terrible. At least he'd be fairly tanky, but as it stands, he tends to get sniped. And Lucky Skullhelm doesn't help you against magic sniping. But very crackly. That's not good. Might be my mic. That's weird. I don't know. I might just need a new mic, honestly. It could also be the processing on OBS. I've heard that can also be an issue, but I'm not entirely sure. Alright, top tier plays here, guys. Did I even... What did I bring on this guy? I actually forgot Warp's Chart Armor. That's the high IQ plays you come to expect from this fine channel. Alright. This is basically my build that I run with the Gracier, except not as good because I'm freaking trash. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. I probably really just do need... I keep talking about getting a new mic, and I just haven't gotten around to it. Probably order one from Amazon. If anyone has recommendations, I'd love to hear them. If anyone has experience or has mic recommendations. This is interesting. So I brought a bit of a meme build, but we got witch shells by. So this might actually work out really badly for my opponent. He's gone. I don't want to say a meme build, but he's gone with this incredibly wide foot build. 1,000 models. So if we do quick head maths here, that's 150, 300, 375, 375, and 270. So 645. We only see 645 models of his. He's got more crap coming in from behind. Dark Riders. He probably assumed I was going to go with, you know, a more conventional composition. There we go. Now we're seeing more stuff. That's weird. That just went away. Odd. Yeah, well, that's a lot of Dark Riders. He was anticipating a massive gun line, and there is not a massive gun line here. And instead, there is a glorious Comrade Tretch leading the way. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Rat ogres, boom. Some major league misplays here. Don't fire at that, don't fire at that, don't fire at that. Holy guacamole. Oh, wow. You wouldn't believe it, guys. Tretch is not effectively defending the backline. Truly a shocker. Cold One Knights. This guy can get in there. Pop that. Pop that. Warlock Engineer. If I can find him. Let's go. He's so obsessed with knocking out my Globadiers right now, and it's going to fight him in the rear. I mean, meantime, this frontline fight, yeah, he's doing okay, but I don't know if that's worth it. You guys get out of there. Ah, that was misaimed. We're gonna try to knock those guys out. Tretch over here. We're going to whittle those guys down. No, Blightscap's Blake back here. He's going to trade pretty darn effectively into that fight. I want to keep this guy safe. Unfortunately, those guys are not routing. I'm probably going to lose the entirety of my firing line, which kind of sucks, but at the same time... Oh my god, that... Why did that not go off? That's all sorts of frustrating. And I'm being... There we go. Okay. These cold ones are just not breaking. That's very frustrating. But as you can see, Tretch is just losing so much HP, and this is really one of the big downsides to Tretch, is just how easily... Okay, we got these guys back. Surprisingly, the bounce power is still very much even, but I'm like 90% sure that's because of the Hell Pit Abomination, which is just... Oh my god, look at Tretch get punted there like a total scrub. I don't know if we're going to be able to melt those guys down. Not gonna lie, folks, Tretch is not doing me proud right now. And I think my caster got routed. No, he's still alive. We are melting them, and the Hell Pit's in here. They're coming back. Rat Ogre's coming back. If I can get on those Black Heart Corsairs, prevent them from coming back, that would be ideal. Help it, get in. Oh, we actually got Malekith isolated here, so that's a big win. And I can pop that, keep you guys in the fight. More Dark Riders coming back. We actually might scrape this one out. Oh, the Deathglow Bombardiers keeping themselves in the fight. So I definitely did a pretty terrible job of defending that backline. Not going to lie, guys. Not going to try to sugarcoat it. Did a pretty terrible job there. Keep you over here. Get in there. And now we can... Let's try to keep Tretch. I love that. I love that ability. It's hilarious. It's glorious. Now we're just gonna melt them with poison gas in true Skaven fashion. Unfortunately, Malekith seems to have an absolute hard-on for me right now, which is less than appreciated. But the Black Card, you know what? Black Card's melting. And me, being the honorable and courageous rat I am, I'm going to flee. And I'm going to allow my infantry to pursue these guys off the field. We're going to rally, we're going to regroup. Hopefully my Rat Ogres can escape the Dark Riders here. That's a huge misplay. That's a huge waste of magic there. I guess he probably didn't bring much. No, he has Soul Stealers. So I don't know why he would do that. That's stupid. I'm not going to lie, guys. It's a really dumb move. We're going to get in on Malekith. Malekith still does have a heal on him. To help it here, just chasing the angry ladies. And Help It, of course, is the most OP unit in the game, as we all know. We're going to pop... If this will obey me, we're going to pop that on them. And... Don't quite have... Who's in the fight? Are these guys seriously losing to... That's all sorts of disappointing. 0 out of 10, would not recommend. Malekith's like single-handedly giving me a run for my money here. And do keep in mind, Blackguard, for example, is very difficult to route, even on 16 models, as long as they're close to a leader. I'm going to route these. And Malekith's running, he's on foot. And actually, by the way, guys, on foot Malekith is actually, in my opinion, a pretty terrible choice in this matchup, because if your opponent decides to go hard in the paint for... if your opponent decides to go and do something that I'm not particularly fond of, but if your opponent decides to go with a massive snipe Giselles or artillery play, that was another big misplay. Oh my god, the Help It just trouncing those guys 5 models down in a single charge. But oh yes, look at this glorious rat rush. Truly none greater. Blackguard here is doomed. I should probably pull Tretch out before this guy like costs me this game. But in the meantime, we can watch the glorious Help It slide it out with the Blackguard. That's going to be game. And a last glance at the poor Druki fleeing the field. Is this through YouTube or OBS? Well, I'm recording or streaming this through OBS. As for the questions, is the Help It really that good? No, it's honestly the Help It's not terrible. I think it's underrated by a lot of people. It's not an abysmal unit, but it definitely isn't the best counter to large you have as Skaven. If you want to counter large with Skaven, your guns are your better options. Your various types of runners are better options. Your honestly, to an extent, stuff like Skrulx, Leoruanicus are better. Stuff like that. Certainly the help it is not as terrible. There's a lot of people who insist it's just useless or inapt. Keep in mind, the unit has 9,000 HP. It regenerates. It does have potential to get that massive burst with Too Horrible to Die, which, to be honest, I hate the way it's implemented because you've got 50-50, which is losing 1,000 HP and dying immediately, but it could definitely do a lot of work for you. But at the same time, is it optimal? No. It's just fun and sort of rush build. It gives you a great anchor and center point for your entire army to hinge around. And I think the choice here my opponent made with Malekith on foot was a huge mistake. In a game against a lot of other Skaven players who aren't me, who aren't going to do this silly rat rush, you're going to face Jezzails, and that's terrible. Yeah, the Plague Monks did insanely well. The Plague Monks are not bad. I personally was one of those who... I was one of the people who really wanted Plague Monks and Rush to get buffed for a while, and I really hated them for a while. But nowadays, I think they're in a pretty darn solid spot. You do get that leadership debuff. They do huge amounts of damage on the charge. Yeah, not a bad unit. Depending on RNG, I think they can actually beat Black Orcs in certain situations. As for other meme, yeah, if anybody has other meme wars they'd like to see, or even if you, honestly, even if you want a serious lord, I can run that. Right now, though, I'm mostly just hamming it up. I'm not doing anything too serious, but if someone wants a serious build, go ahead and ask. I'll probably run it. Or if someone wants to see a unit, I can do Gorst. Yeah, Gorst is a meme. No guarantees that you're gonna have a good game out of it, but I can run him. If Gorst was like 10 speed faster, I think Gorst would actually be decent. Gorst? Yeah, sure we can try it. We'll make Gorst work in Tyrion with Dragon Princess. Maybe. Like, Tyrion's not a terrible lord choice. Tyrion's bad because his roster's OP. Or that's not true, but because the high elf lord options are stupid good. Tyrion ends up looking a lot worse than he actually is. Oh my god, Hell Meme Gorst against Tomb Kings. Ooh. You know what? You know what? We're gonna do Gorst next match. I'm going to do. I promise you guys, I will do Gorst next match. I want to do Gorst, but I'm not going to do him against Tomb Kings. Against Tomb Kings, you often see these monster builds that just snipe him out really easy. But I actually think Tyrion could be hilarious here, so we're gonna bring Tyrion. We're gonna bring Heart of Avalorn. We are going to bring Sunfang. And Tyrion's not a terrible lord. I'm sure some of you guys have seen the community cats I've done. Luca, for example, I know, or Triari as he goes by on Steam. Or he's really fond of. He is really fond of his Tyrion. So Tyrion's not a terrible lore choice. He once again it's I think more of an issue of Tyrion just doesn't match up. Alariel, Teclis, and them are just so much better. But yeah, we'll do some dragons. Maybe we could bring dragons. The problem with dragons is that they got vulnerable. I could bring like a Mage of High Magic. I actually don't. Shooting Safri would be nice. Fire Convocation can stick around. No need for Tempest for sure. Soul Quench, we can skip that. We can be a candidate. I really hate the expensiveness but I can bring an Ithilmar Chariot, actually run over some skeletons, some skelly boys, put them in their place. I want to go with Star Dragon. just go for the full-on ridiculousness. Star Dragon is full. Might just go with the Sun Dragon. Also, do I need Fireborn? Dragon Princes are good, but I don't know if Fireborn are really needed. We'll do like the Star Dragon. This, as you can see, is going to be a very competitive build. I could just ditch the Eagle Claws. It'll be tough trying to get in if my opponent decides to go with a sort of shooting heavy build. But This might work out. Some white lines thrown in the mix. I actually don't mind white lines. Get get 3 spears in there, and boom, we got a professional build. 10 units, totally very competitive, and I'm sure this is going to go great. We do have the chariot though, so if my opponent went with like an infantry build, I can run that over. If he's gone Tyrion with Sunfang's not terrible at clearing that stuff out. The big problem here is if my opponent decides to like kite me, but specifically kite me with Nekarn Horseman, but hopefully not. And if he does that, I can always hit my guys with an Apotheosis, heal them up a little bit. Should be fun. And Tyrion himself, of course, is an absolute beast. Heart of Avalorn is just insane. Unless you get screwed and tear routed, Heart of Avalorn is just insane. I actually wish the Hellpit Abomination's heal was like Heart of Avalorn. I think it would make it much more competitive. Choice. Ushabti Greatbows are honestly not too bad. They've been, I think, they used to be disgusting. I think they've been toned down over time, and nowadays they're annoying at times, but not the worst thing ever. In some ways, Bone Giants are far worse to deal with. Yeah, for lizards, they're definitely a toughie. They're one of the reasons that when the Ancient Salamander dropped, and it was disgusting at OP against like 3 out of 4 factions, basically, or like 75% of the factions. Tomb Kings were one faction that didn't really suffer in that situation, thanks to Shop to Great Bones. That was one of the few units that could trash can an Ancient Salamander. Alright, this is an incredibly competitive build. I have to keep telling myself that. The Reaper, yeah. I want to see how outnumbered. That's actually surprisingly a narrow build, so. I say narrow, he's almost got a 2-to-1 advantage on me, but. It's a narrow build, guys, I'm telling you. And, I feel bad. I didn't say GG. That was a good. Oh, well. Makes me feel like a jerk. Let's knock these skelly boys out. On the bright side, there's no backline, so that Ushabti summon. Don't have to worry about defending anything. I actually kind of wish they'd take martial prowess off characters like Tyrion, just buff his base stat to make him a better fighter. I feel like martial prowess on a character that's just weird. But, oh my god, Bone Giant. Get out. Yeah, if he clips Tyrion, that's actually not great either. But how many Bone Giants? Just the one? That Khalida? It's Arkham. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't get paid to stick around and get shot in the face. Oh, that's less ha 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 ha. Let's get back here. You go over there, you there, and you there.
Battle awaits. I go then. To battle. Onward. I go.
Oh, that was an ouch. Alright, let's get in there. That was a far more anticlimactic hit than I'd hoped. Oh my god, that hurts a lot. Pop an Apotheosis on yourself, lady. Get in there. Tyrion.
Understood. Move! Move! Assyrian guides us!
Ah, there we go. Good stuff. Need to get you guys in there.
Quickly now!
Tyrion's holding out strong. I can pop that, pop that. Could even pop Faint and Riposte. We'll drop the dragon back there. Get you guys in.
We go!
Fudge, 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 fudge. Take off before you get wrecked. Where's my caster? Right here. So I can actually pop Hand of Glory on you guys. You guys really need to push forward. Like, get us around. Holy heck.
Forward! Without fail! Dragon Princess!
Drag the Blessed Legion down.
Advance!
That would be ideal.
Spearman! For all one! Very well. To battle! Scython, here!
Pop Apotheosis on the dragon.
Winds
um,
of magic rise!
I'm getting shot up, but it's not the end of the world. Where's Tyrion?
Immediately. The
Let's get you
cause
over
of
there.
good.
If I can take off, that'd be ideal.
Orders received.
Got Tyrion on him.
Shield of the Ever Queen.
Let's get the dragon up and off the ground. We're just gonna run away, like the courageous elves we are.
Yes, we advance.
Tyrion here fighting the big boy, and
It will be done.
get over here.
For our ancestors. Euryther. Sword of the Assur. Dragon Princes.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that's good. That's good. Pop a heal on you.
Heir of
And we don't have to worry too much about Tyrion. Like, yes, he's getting pounded down, and you guys should just push through and help him. But, and oh my god, I'm definitely getting pounded down here. It's less than ideal. You guys need to push through. You get up.
Moving out. To
Um,
war.
Can I get cast there?
Menlui. Araya Menlui. Going. Taming the winds. Sinner.
The wind up on that is just too long, though. I'm sorry to say. Like, it's such a cool spell, and
Assur,
but
withdraw.
yeah, the holy heck, that wind up just way too long.
Champion of
Tyrion
Araya.
here needs to just back off. These guys should start disintegrating soon, I think.
Signer. Swiftly.
Back off.
With me. Assur.
These guys still fighting, like, the long fight.
Setting forth.
Tyrion can get in on Arkin.
Ariel.
Oh, they're getting popped by the Bone Giant. That's grand.
Assur.
This is gonna be, I don't know.
Tyrion of one.
Oh, I got Rampage. Both my caster and my dragon got Rampage. That's really not good.
Warrior.
Getting on those guys. I might lose my cat. Oh, I lost my dragon. This could be game. Because of that prince rampaging everything.
Sunfight lusts for battle. Moving out.
I don't know.
It is done. Forward. Scython, hear me. Quickly now. The wind.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Death to all. Apace. Battle calls.
If she doesn't, yeah, she's not gonna come back.
Spearmen.
What is hitting me? Oh, it's the curse from what's his face there.
Seal.
Yeah, she's routed. So I don't know.
Dragon princes. For our ancestors.
And he just got another summon. That's actually frustrating. We can get in on those guys, but Tyrion's gonna rout.
Loyal.
I think that's gonna be game, folks. That's why we... Definitely some misplays there. Trying to go with both Dragon and Dragon Prince, of course, hurts a lot.
Pull back.
It's a lot of very easy elite targets. And unfortunately, I cannot really...
Lion.
Now that we got these annoying summons here. That's gonna be game.
Understood. Pull back.
Oh well. Is what it is, folks. Yeah, this is, you don't really... So the problem with this is that you just need oversaturation of targets. Like, ideally, I would just ditch the Star Dragon there and probably gone with an extra unit or two of Silverhelm. Probably like 2 units of Silverhelms or something. Or actually, probably ditch Tyrion and bring like Alariel. Or actually, Teclis is really good. Like, Teclis and Double Noble would be much stronger. Thanks. But yeah, I think like there you bring, if you wanted a competitive build, you bring like Teclis and Double Noble. Much more competitive, I think. Those Sepulchral Stalkers though were a cool choice. And they melted my guy. Alright, I don't know what he intends to run. He'll do vampire counts. And we'll run Gorst on myself. Hell meme Gorst. Oh. And Dark Elves. we'll bring Gorst on the shade here. Curse of Years, yeah, man. I even want to Libra Noctis. Kill myself. Why not? Alright. This is gonna be great. So Graveguard with Grey Weapons actually got buffed in the last batch. So they are now significantly more competitive. Or, I should say significantly more damaging. I'll probably want a Necromancer on a horse, just to provide generic summons, and get that Rod of Corruption. And bring in dwarves, man. Why? I actually feel like I'll still bring Gorst, because it won't hurt that much in this match. I can only bring 2 Vargulfs? What is this? Am I going to be forced to use legit strats? Graveguard also got shuffled around stat-wise. I do like the Feaster in the Dusk in this matchup. Probably some bats in case my opponent decides to go with gyros, because that would put a very quick end to the Tale of Helm and Gorst. It'll ditch the Necromancer. And some White Kings. I can only bring. Oh, I want Heroic Killing Blow. Just bring on foot like this. Like double White King. And then bring some more bats. I don't know. Don't know if I should put. Maybe cut a bat. Drop the chevrons on these guys. And chevron up my Graveguard a little bit. At least with some of their that will help a little bit. I can actually probably get a chevron. No, I can't get a chevron. Yeah, not sure how Gorst is going to work out against Dawi. If my opponent goes with a super Artie heavy build, which granted isn't the most common thing here because Vampire Counts tend to be good at shutting down Artie, but if he goes Artie heavy, this could be a very short game. Yeah, it's like 2 cannons or something. This game's probably over before it's begun. I believe there was a tabletop tournament where I think it was Flaxland Soothsayer brought Gorst as his lord choice. And it was pretty humorous, and I think he actually did well. He might have actually even won, but that was Flaxland Soothsayer, not me. So. That's a very narrow build. So for dwarves. 600 some. He might have actually gotten melee heavy, which could almost favor me. Hopefully there's not like gyro spam. I genuinely hate gyro spam. Alright. We're deploying in the woods to shield ourselves in our 23 speed cart. We don't have good summons. All we have is Awaken from the Grave, which gives you Graveguard. Which is, in my opinion, the worst vampire count. Well, maybe the summon Vargul's pretty terrible. But I think the Awaken from the Grave is pretty awful too. It's quite possibly the worst. It probably is the worst, honestly. These guys need to run. I'm not sure why I'm getting lagged. Alright, Brimstones. Grudge Thrower. Horde of Slayers. We might be able to pull this off. You never know. If I can pull around the flanks here with... Let's do some quick head maths, guys. It's big brain time. Alright. That's 3 units, 3 units. So that's 900. No. So 150, 300, 450. That's 450. Then we got 3 units of Slayers. That's 180, 630. Okay, so yeah, we actually see their entire army right now. There's nothing stealth and just camping around somewhere. I don't even know what the catapults are shooting at. We gotta be careful with the feasters because I don't want them getting scouted out. I also gotta be careful with damn gyros. You're gonna be trying to chip away at me. Fortunately, these trees. There's some great trees. Yeah, my opponent doesn't have any hidden shooting, so this is actually it. You know, he went to Brimstones. I think just Brimstone is actually a big misplay because with no... Like, right now I can literally just rush his Brimstones, and I know for a fact that he can't... Yeah, I can just shut those down. And I know for a fact he can't counter that. This could actually be a pretty straightforward game. Unless I screw up. I say that, unless I screw up, and then there's a good chance of me screwing up. Plus, my opponent could always dive his gyros down into melee on top of, like, Slayers or something, but... Yeah, we're closing. We're gonna get on those Dwarf Warriors. We're gonna get you in on them. We're gonna get you in on them. We're gonna get you in on them. And you in on them. And you are gonna get in here. And then the Vargulfs. We're gonna YOLO down the pipe. And yeah, bats are just gonna... So bats actually tear apart gyrocopters, just so you guys know. So that's very not muy bien for him. Poor Gorse, still trying to get in there. He's trying so hard. He's trying his best. I gotta pull the Vargulfs back though before Slayers go to town on me. Rune of Oath and Steel. We don't even have a Scab's Wrath.
The power is mine.
We're actually gonna, you know what? We're actually gonna summon Graveguard right here because on top of this blob of Slayers, Graveguard's gonna be a huge, huge benefit. This is perfect. Over here, you can look at how well these guys are 300 gold or 700 gold unit. They cost 250 less than these guys, and they are trading so beautifully well into that formation. Over here, we're just gonna keep winning. Gorse here is gonna push into the fray. I'm gonna pop a lovely Invocation of an Egg. That's probably wasted, but that's okay. Pop our Winds of Magic generation. We're gonna try to get rid of this Grudge Thrower. These Slayers are, yeah, they're not gonna. These guys are gonna lose. There's no doubt about it. But by the time they do lose, Oh, yeah, you want to do that? Alright. Over here, Gorse is melting these guys with his glorious aura of gloriousness. I don't know. Oh, I think I accidentally set both of my bats onto the same gyrocopter. So, major league misplays there, guys. Rune Lord's on the toilet seat. Look at these Slayers. Messing them up. Messing them up. I'll pop that on the Viking there.
If you insist, perish and rise.
Those guys are broken, so that means we can pivot this way. And my Graveguard finally did disintegrate, but not before doing a decent number on the new and improved Graveguard Ray weapons are just way more competitive. You guys can pull out over here. Unfortunately, this guy's... Oh no, the snare just wore off, so he's... My opponent's trying to micro, but this is why you always want to bring ground shooting to support gyrocopters, unless you're... I don't know what situation... Against something like Empire, you can get away with it a little bit, but... Against Empire, you want to bring... Against Empire, you actually want to bring shooting, because one of the best builds for Empire, and this is going off topic here, but one of the best builds for Empire against dwarfs is mass shooting, because dwarfs have to invest in all these counters to cavalry, steam tanks, heavy-duty lord options, and chances are they won't have enough shooting to just stop a wall of guns and outriders and huntsmen, and crossbows. Actually, the new and improved crossbows with their higher AP are just brutal in that matchup. Yeah, that was fun. I think my opponent's build not the most competitive there, for sure. He did try to do double Rune Lord or Rune Lord Runesmith, but just didn't bring the. I really don't like the lack of ground fire, and then the brimstone guns just getting swamped. Oh, it's him again. This is weird. It feels like there's nobody on right now. We're just getting the same. Yeah, we can do. Yeah, why not? We can do something silly. Doom Bull Minotaurs. The real question is, do we bring Kazrak One Eye? Or do we bring a... Oh! Against Wood Elves, though. Bold strategy, Cotton. I don't know if I want either of those. Bold strategy. Alright. I actually really like Vanguard builds against Wood Elves, but... You know what? We're going to try to make this work. Well, we're going to bring Morgar, because Morgar's almost invulnerable to sniping, and Wood Elf sniping is a pain in the rear. Besides that... A lot of Sendigors. Some Hounds. And... I really like my Black Ones Ravagers, so we're going to cut some Centaurs. I don't have a caster in this build, which is definitely not good. Bray Shaman of Shadows, I think, would be best. Oakum's Mind Razor is actually really strong with this build. But holy heck is it expensive. Jagged Dagger. Oh, oof, oof. This is rough. Breaks my heart. Could cut that. That saves me like 200 gold. But it's not enough to get me another unit of Ungors on the field. Oh. I don't want to drop Slaughterer's Call, because that is a really strong option. Might drop Smoke. Can't be enough either. Maybe we'll drop Warhounds. And... you know what? Thanks, Atticus. I don't even know what to run here to make this a... let's do some Ungors. And I like Centigors. If I was going to recommend a legit build in this matchup, it would be Centigors with Hounds, like a lot of them, and you just swarm your opponent. You bring like Morgur. See, the Lord isn't even that important, but you bring like Morgur, a Shadowcaster, and a horde of Centigors, Gors, and Hounds, and you're Gucci. We'll do this. No guarantees that this will be quality, but we will see. I remember doing, I forget who I was playing against, we just played a bunch of random generated armies. And one of the matches, I got like a bunch of unshielded Minotaurs against what else? It was one of the worst builds I've ever received from an auto-gen army. It's like, please just end this suffering. There's actually been talk, I know, on the forums about making it so like auto-gen armies are actually, make it so the auto-gen armies are actually decent. I don't believe they're random. If you like auto-gen an army, you'll get the same army over and over a lot of the time. So I feel like it's a lineup of builds, and you randomly get some of those builds. But kind of wish they'd make it so they're kind of legitimate builds for like beginners or something, instead of builds where you get like 3 casters with all their spells hogging all your resources. Or builds with no caster, and a bunch of units that only work with lots of healing. Alright, folks. We're outnumbered, which is very, very normal for Beastmen. Beastmen totally aren't a very spammy race. We're usually outnumbered your opponent. Boom. Got this bad boy on a chariot. Got you in the middle of the pack there, and some Centigors, in case my opponent has Wild Riders and I want to pin him down. Minotaurs. If my opponent goes with a tree-heavy build, the Minotaurs will do well. I didn't bring Oakham's Mindrazor, but they'll still do a lot of damage with it to help enfeeble and foe. One of the big problems though for butchers is that Terror actually doesn't really work against a lot of Wood Elf units are just straight up immune to psychology. Yeah, lizards. I don't know if you want to be touching lizards. That's kind of that's a little kinky. But lizards don't really have a meme lord actually. Now the thing, well, no, maybe like what's his face? The maybe the Ancient Crocscore or Nakai. I don't know. I don't think. Oh well. Oh great. Yeah. This, dear kids, is going to be great. All right, let's go. YOLO. And look at this beautiful, beautiful play here. Stall them. If I can get rid of... Get in on them. Alright, we're going to get hit by Wildwood Rangers. This is going to be rough, but... Ooh, beautiful. Oh, that's a lot less. No, let's get in there. Let's go. Alright, these Centigors can get rid of them. Get in there. Oh my god, what's the Corporal doing? He was so angry he just YOLO'd right through the front line. I have no winds of magic right now, which is terrifying. Where's Morger? Why are you... Oh my goodness, you're way out of it. Get back in here. That's not where you want Morger. I will say that rather bluntly. Get in on those guys. You sweep them. Minotaurs are basically unbreakable, so this should be perfectly fine. Let's get you guys in here. You guys in there. You guys in there. Let's just collapse these guys. Look at the shaman here. The shaman is so useful. Such a good unit. None usefuler. Morger finally making his way forward. And... this is such a meme strat. There we go. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Let's get in on that. Look at this big Papa Gorble here. Now we're going to get in on that beautiful ancient tree man. Got Call to Violence going off. Everything is going swell. Minotaurs with shields. This is one of the most ridiculous builds. Oh my god, there was a bunch of dryads there. I was wondering... we can get in on them. But this is way too little too late. Those dryads were... so this is... against beastmen, you do not want to deploy in like these very broken up formations at all. Yeah, you really don't want that. Let's get in on you. I'm gonna hit them with a... we can get you in on him. Who is this? Are those cow spawn? Oh no, those are Minotaurs with shields. Okay, so that's perfect. Got them. Yeah, my opponent's still trying to snipe the Gorble, but this is such a waste of time. The Gorble's just not that important. Over here, Big Papa Morger's winning the day. But I guess you can't snipe Morger, really, with this. Gonna work that guy down. I gonna get... pop you with a debuff. Get Jagged Dagger going. None of these guys are gonna be able to escape. Big Papa Gorble over here, beating the snot out of these Deepwood Scouts. Waste Stalker's having a terrible time of it. Surprised it hasn't been a break yet, but you know what? Oh, there we go. Lizards are sexy. Oh no. Where is this conversation going? What sort of channel am I running? There's other video streaming services for that sort of thing. Well, that right there, guys, that match right there is why I think against Lizardmen you don't want one of these weird wide builds. You don't need Dryads trying to sneak into a backline against Beastmen. It's just no. You Dawson. All right, and we wanted Lizardmen, so that's what we're gonna do. And let's see. Nakai was the request. So, if I can find him. I don't even know which one here is Nakai. You're Nakai. Truly a glorious sight. Oh. Oh man, Nakai against... what map is this? Nakai against Skaven. Truly, we are... oh my god. More courage than brains. That is how I would describe this build decision. Yeah, kind and scary. But you know what though? We're gonna go with Not only are we going to go with Nakai against this Skaven, we're going to go with a full-on, like, thematic Nakai build against this Skaven. It's big brain time. Alright. We got Croxigors. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as a Croxigor caster. But because I'm feeling incredibly high IQ right now, we might actually maybe bring Lord Croak. The main reason for bringing Lord Croak is that he's such a fire magnet. Everything is going to try to gun him down. And he is fairly tanky. Like, magic missiles won't do too much to him. And I don't care that much. I don't know. We'll bring Skink Priest. We'll bring him with Transformation of Kadon. We could do Ember Spear. Try to artillery snipe. Nah, screw that. And so that we don't get slowed down. Saurus are slow. So instead of getting slowed down by Saurus, we are going to bring a bunch of skanks. Go ham and bring a feral, sorry. Yeah, Saurus are an amazing infantry. Saurus are top tier. I think it's more than sensible that they cost a boatload. We could bring the Shredder of Austria. Oh, high IQ plays. This is begging to be a disaster. All right, we're gonna try to give him a lot of beefy, thick targets to aim for, and hope that helps. This is quite possibly going to be a terrible idea. Actually, this probably is a terrible idea, but it's hilarious. I kind of wish it would, like, if we got a more I kind of wish it would give us a slightly more enclosed map, because then the rush strat would be a little more viable. But well, we're gonna bring the Dreadsaurian. We got a heal with the whatever it's called, the Bastillodon with the Rev Crystal. High IQ strats, fellas. Alright, high IQ strats. We got one unit of Croxigors. We got Nakai. We do have the transformation of Kadon. So, you know, a pretty good build. Literally everything is in control group 1. Call me soothsayer, because this build is totally pro. Supposedly there's also, by the way, interesting news that I heard. I don't know if this is true. I just heard this on the forums. Apparently we might be getting MMR in Quick Match. So potentially in the future we might actually be seeing a situation where you actually play against people. You actually, I assume he's ready. You might actually have situations where you play against people who are actually on your level, which would be pretty cool. This is about to be nuts. All right. $20 says there's like there's the Regiment of Renowned Jazales back there. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. And yet, do I care? All right, we just need to disrupt some stuff here. All right. YOLO. The poor Shredder of Lesbia. Oh my God! Already, I mean, yeah. There's the big Jazales are the. The all right, get in on them. We're about to get snared. Get in on them. Look at how quickly everything though routes around the. Look at how quickly everything routes. Look at how quickly this guy routes. Oh my god. The only problem right now is that friggin' Nakai's in the fight here against the Council Guard, who are actually just not going to break. So that's a little bit of a disaster. But there's Eshin Triads back there. Oh my god, Nakai just rampaging around like a jolly lad. Get a heal off. Oh my god, I don't know what is sniping this guy. What is it? Is it a Liber Bubonicus? Maybe it's a Liber. Or there's... Oh, the Giselles are back online. That's no good. That's no good. That's no good at all. Oh, we got an assassin back there. Get in on them. Kai, keep doing God's work. Can I get a cold-blooded on this guy? No, too far. Hopefully he rallies. That's all we can do. We can. So those, at least my guys over there are unbreakable. Get in on them. Stay on them. Don't let the Bubos escape. I really hope this guy rallies, like, but I don't know if his leadership will actually come back. You want to get rid of the Artie? Come on, you clown, or come back! Oh, that's heartbreaking. You know what? Pop that on them. We almost got a heal. Look at these routes. Oh, it's glorious. Glory be. Alright, we got rid of the... Alright. Once we're rid of... This is hilarious. I absolutely adored the insta route at the beginning. Let's pop that. We're gonna have a massive rampage all of a sudden. I don't care. These guys are gonna route, probably. Come on, don't tell me they don't route. Oh, the Liber Bubonicus, how cute. I wish my caster hadn't run away like a coward. 0 out of 10, would not recommend. He has been demoted. He's brought dishonor to skink kind. Is Scroll in psychology? He has frenzy. I don't think he's in psych. The Shredder. It's still at 4,000 HP. It looks like he looks like he's completely crippled, but he still has 4,000 HP. Don't forget, guys. He's nowhere near it. He's nowhere near done. He just looks done. But I've been forgetting. I haven't saved like, I don't know, probably 4 games now. Oh, whatever. It's okay. Look at that Shredder. Believe in the skunk priest? Yeah, I believed in him too, but he didn't come back. I felt mildly ripped off. I love the moment he just plows through the front line, and you immediately have the route of clan rats, and then immediately after the warp grinders route, and so they don't actually snare the Transorian, and he just plows onto the warplock Jezzails. I didn't think that would happen. It was just hilarious. The Shredder just doesn't stop. Doesn't have time to give a crap. Just goes through. Moral of the story, kids. Warp grinders can't stop the Shredder of Lustria. I'm actually curious now. Well, we will still get in a few games. Probably like one or 2 more, I think. But but I want to see something. Definitely gonna try to get in a few more games. But that was a great one. Oh, this Shredder. Yeah, you get Shredder version, and then you get that massive chunk of damage right off the bat. Plus, you got missile damage debuff on leadership, so it's an instant collapse on the poor rats. That was just hilarious. Oh my god, Dread Saurian. In case you ever doubt that the Dread Saurian is literally the best unit in the game, there you have it, proof. I think like if my opponent had a lot more shooting, he would have handled it fine, but he didn't have that much. Like, but you need so much shooting to shut that down, because it is a 10,000 or 11,000 HP chunk of meat you gotta put down. And it's just so tanky, and it does have missile resist. So it's even with the perfect accuracy or near perfect accuracy on Jezzails, their DPS isn't that high. Like if you do like 700 a volley, even with 2 Jezzails shooting, it takes a while, and then you gotta counter heals. Very good, ridiculous, ridiculous. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, seeing the Dread Saurian. It's a unit I basically never use, so it was fun to try him out. I might have to use him more often. I just don't play lizards that much, I guess. Gotta think, what other meme lord could we run? Oh, look at that. Hey, Mole. Yeah, if there's other people, yeah, like honestly, I don't really. Norsca does have meme lords in the form of the Terabad Norscan chieftain. It was a cruel joke. Time for some stream sniping, huh? Oh, Mole's gonna run. Mole wants to run Norsca, so you know you'll see Norsca, just not from my end of things. We're gonna have a fun one here. We're not gonna run an army that's like annoying, or we're gonna try not to. I think. Oh, I don't want to run like a gamey strat against Norsca. Could do greenskins. We could do greenskins. All right. All right. Maybe we'll do Skarsnik. Skarsnik's not really a meme lord. Maybe we'll do Chaos next time. I don't. Maybe Archeon. But let's see. We could do Skarsnik. What map is this? Excavation site. So there's definitely room to Vanguard here. Night Gobos. We definitely want some nasty skulkers for the snares. Skarsnik. Nah, Skarsnik doesn't have Vanguard though. What a letdown. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. And neither does the Night Goblin War Boss. What a ripoff. Maybe we'll do the Goblin Great Shaman. I don't know. I want to do Skarsnik, but the lack of Vanguard is so flustering. We'll do Skarsnik. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I want to do Gobbo heavy build, but I feel like I should probably bring some orcs, just because, especially against Berserkers, it can get difficult. Probably a Goblin Shaman. Water Jet. No Sneaky Stealing. Sneaky Stealing used to be like the go-to. It was like the best thing since sliced bread, but it's fallen off quite a bit. We could bring Night Goblin Fanatics and try to get Valley out of them. And then maybe some extra Night Goblins. And then perhaps some Squig Hoppers. And we'll bring a Giant as an anchor, I think. And we'll get these guys. Gosh darn it. Stay where they're. Alright. Here's how we're gonna do it. We definitely don't need this many Night Gobbo archers. Whatever. There we go. Boom. It's gotta be a little bit of a gimmicky build for sure. Well, I'll say a little bit. Very gimmicky build for sure, but... And I don't have too much confidence in it. I really wish... They really need to give Skarsnik and the Night Goblin War Boss Vanguard. The fact that those two do not have Vanguard is ridiculous. I can understand why you don't give a super powerful lord like... I can understand why you don't give a super powerful lord like, say, or a rather powerful lord like Morgr Vanguard. That makes sense. But the fact that you don't give like Skarsnik Vanguard... Skarsnik's decent, don't get me wrong. He's not a terrible lord by any stretch of the imagination. But certainly not a sort of top tier lord. There we go. Who's Fanatics? Oh, you're a Fanatic. These are both Fanatics, so... So the AP Clooney's... I'm not gonna Vanguard in full. We don't want to, but we will get up in his face a good bit. We're gonna get you guys deployed here. We're gonna get Gobbo archers back here. The fact that Skarsnik can't Vanguard is bullcrap. Whatever, you can be together with Skarsnik. You're the dream team. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be grand. Alrighty. As for Skarsnik versus Azag, I think Wurzag's probably. I think Wurzag's still one of the best choices for greenskins. He's definitely probably my favorite. But I think Wurtzag's a very competitive choice for the Green Tide, but gonna back up a little bit. That's a lot of Marauders. Oh, there's trolls. Okay, okay, I like it. Let's get a waff. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Let's push you guys through. Skinwolf Werkin. Ooh, that diverged a huge amount, but in a. Let's get Giant on Wolfric. Let's get you guys through there. Oh, that hurts. Get you in on them. And where's... Get you in on there. That literally doesn't matter. That literally doesn't matter. You, can I get a... What was that fireball? Oh, is there something Vanguarded be... Oh. Sorry, there's a caster behind me. Oh, we got... He's Vanguarded like half his army behind me, which I didn't even realize. Interesting. Interesting take. Giant just slapping that guy. Drop Itchy Nuisance here. Get the archers out of there. Oh my god, those guys are going to be brutal. I need to get him out of here because if he goes... It burns us, my precious. Oh, and they're getting the trolls in here. Brutal stuff, folks. Brutal stuff. Very fast-paced and dynamic, but fun. This is... Alright, we're gonna get that route going. We're rid of those guys, now we can focus them. You need to just stay alive. Giant can slap that guy away. At least he can bog down the Miststalkers. Get in on them. Oh, he's on a chariot. That's why he's... What a... Get in on that because I really don't want to lose the Giant right now. That would be a disaster. Let's see if we can get... Charge forward. Alright, we got them. Let's get in on him. We did get rid of Wolfric early. We actually managed to snipe him out. Unfortunately, the doggos are getting in on us. But... And the unbreakable guys there are doing great work. Where's Skarsnik? I don't even know where Skarsnik's at. Wow. I don't even know. I honestly shouldn't have bothered with some of those abilities, like the shielding, but... That was fun. That was a fun, fast-paced game. That was interesting. Interesting back and forth. Yeah, I guess glad you popped in, and glad you enjoyed too. Oh my god, the combos did not enjoy fire magic. That's for sure. Giant actually gained 2 chevrons in that game, so he was really he kicked Wolfric's teeth in, and he beat up the Werkin and really acted as an anchor. He did a great job there. That was pretty fun. Yeah, good game, man. Great use of that fire magic. Just roasted my poor greenskin. They didn't have a good time, that's for sure. I think I'll do a few more guys. I think I'll do one or two more. Somebody did. Was it you, Drake? Yeah, you requested Archeon. We'll do some Archeon. That's fine. Archeon's not really me. Oh, it's Yumi's again. Am I gonna suffer through? Oh my god. Well, we're not gonna do Archeon. Oh, what map is this? Rakdu Ridge. Off the top of my head, I don't even remember what that map looks like. I actually, you know, we'll do Norska in this one because I actually have a build I wanted to test out. So I'll probably do... I have a build I want... He's gonna bring... I know he's gonna bring gyrocopters. I just know it's gonna happen. What got me into Warhammer, huh? So... I got into Warhammer 40k because of Dawn of War 2. Me and some friends played that a whole bunch. And that kind of got me into the universe of Warhammer 40k, and I started playing other 40k games from then on, like Battlefleet Gothic and that sort of stuff. But fantasy I didn't really care about at all. I was a big Tolkien nerd, like Battle for Middle-earth and that sort of thing. And I actually wasn't that big of a Total War fan. And so it actually, a friend of mine, you guys have probably seen him in some of the Dawn of War 2 streams we've done, but a friend of mine, Slappy, he actually ended up getting the game for me. He was pressuring me to get this game, and I didn't want to get it. I'm like, I don't like Total War that much. I'm not going to play it. Well, I do play it, as you guys have probably kind of noticed. Really enjoy it. And yeah, that's kind of how I got into Warhammer Fantasy. I got pressured by a friend. You know what? We're going to bring some... Because I need something to deal with, We're going to bring Feral Manticores, because I really do not want to get sniped by Brimstone. He's probably going to bring Brimstone guns. It's almost guaranteed. And I really don't want to get screwed by that. And I could do maybe Ice Storm... I don't know if I want to do Ice Storm Marauder. It'd be good for compromising backlines. Get some Marauders in here. Just to trade, just to crush, just to overrun the back lines, because Marauder champs can trade okay into the front line. Yeah. And I actually wasn't into tabletop Warhammer at all until relatively recently. Started collecting a Imperial Guard. Well, started collecting AdMech and Imperial Guard. Had a few like display pieces, but I painted up. But started working on Imperial Guard recently. I have a few Skaven pieces just for fun, but not considering an Age of Sigmar army. Supposedly we might get Warhammer Fantasy back as a sort of Forge World style a Warhammer 30k game back, so maybe I'll look into it more once that rolls around. At the moment, no plans. I guess the other Warhammer Fantasy game I did was Vermintide, but I didn't play Vermintide 1 very much. I kind of started playing Vermintide 2, and that was, well, I think a little bit after I started playing Total War Warhammer. Oh my god, that is a... You know he's brought he's brought gyros. That's oof. Only got 2 Manticores, so trying to zone those away is going to be a nightmare fuel. I got to try to win before his gyros kill Wolfric, essentially. Yeah, so fun times. I don't know how I want to do this, deployment-wise. Probably get the Marauder champs. It's a lot of non-AP, but one of the things I actually think it's not a bad idea to go with a lot of non-AP against dwarves if you can bring some armor sundering. So that's what we're gonna try to pull off here. We're gonna get them as the main line, and we're gonna get you guys all the way on the flank, because all our infantry is faster except Slayers, but against Slayers they'll trade efficiently.
Shaman sorcerer.
Chaos Marauders! Where's the enemy? Chaos Marauders! That's what the Masters bid! For the Chaos Gods! The Dark Gods command me! Chaos comes!
Alrighty. You know he's brought gyros. And before I get surprised and it's like Iron Breakers or something. I don't actually know what the meta, well, I don't know, it doesn't say it's gonna be a meta strat, I guess. But can Norscan chariots hide in trees? That is a good question, and the answer is no, they cannot. I don't actually know if there's any chariots in the game off the top of my head that can hide in trees, unless the Beastman ones can. Which I'm honestly, I just honestly don't know. Okay, so I really wish you could get harpies as. I really wish you could get harpies as brimstone, and in case you didn't know, brimstone, fire and brimstone, folks.
I'll be there. I will. Into position. On my way. Got it. Positioning. Maneuvering. Quick. Quick.
Kind of tempted to just sit tight.
Hurry. Orders taken. No time wasted. Ready to murder. So be it. Going.
Because he's just gonna try to snipe my lords out,
Moving.
which is incredibly flustering.
Positioning.
There's very little I can do about it.
Quick. Going. Now.
But I have a massive army, so what is this? Ah, who would have guessed Felix, Gotrek, and the that quite frankly cancerous gang.
No problem. On my way. Into position.
Very well!
See if we can get in on them. You guys keep running.
Moving out!
Agreed. Moving.
Chaos Marauders! Kill them! My God, go! Command us! Waste no time! Chaos!
Shaman sorcerer. What to do? Shaman sorcerer.
Start for the Scarfone! Rah!
I absolutely hate dealing with gyros. I really who got satcheled over there? No, right, weapons, and he's just running his infantry in. I can't. There's very little I can do about that. God lord.
Shaman sorcerer.
I literally lost all of my stuff to sniping. That
No! I will! Quickly now!
I should have just done Empire and like spammed RD, but
Position! With speed! Maneuvering! Obeying! Onward! Tracking! Making my way! Loading! Consider it done! Acknowledge! With speed!
this is just all sorts of unfun.
Into position! Making my way! So be it!
There's, yeah.
Chaos Marauders! Yeah! Kill them! Chaos Marauders! Rah!
I don't even know why why this thing lost its attack order.
Where's the enemy? Condiments! The dark
At least they're finally gone.
army! Attack the mortals!
But
Chaos Marauders! They will succumb! Yes! Chaos Marauders!
this is just, I don't know.
We want their eyes!
I really shouldn't have played Norska.
Slay every mortal! The Dark Gods command me! Chaos Marauders!
Like, he's just gonna sit here with Gotrek and Felix, and I can't do anything about it. I've got no way of sniping them out. I lost all of my chariots, so there's literally nothing I can do. Yeah, he sniped out my lord.
Chaos Marauders! Rah!
He's just gonna sit there with a death ball because Felix and Gotrek are disgusting, and like I'm not gonna be able to do anything about it.
Chaos Marauders!
I'll probably wipe out all of his peripheral troops, but it just will not matter in the end because I don't have the tools to kill the Rune Lord plus Gotrek plus Felix sitting on their bums. And, yeah.
Attack the mortals!
Woo. It's a bad matchup. Honestly, gyrocopters are terribly difficult to deal with for a faction that does not have, like, range. It's why, for example, Empire. For Empire, if you just spam guns, this matchup's incredibly easy. But for Norska, where, like, you cannot do that, and then, you, of course, yeah, he's going to snare me with Rune of Wrath and Ruin, and he's going to shoot me until my guys rampage, and blah, 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 blah. And, basically, I'm screwed. Like, it doesn't matter that I'm going to wipe out literally all of his peripheral troops here. He's not, like, none of his peripheral troops are going to survive, but, yeah. He just brought a crap ton of stuff that was able to snipe out my, leadership corps, which would have been the only thing that really had a chance against this blob of disgusting crap, Gotrek and Felix and Rune Lord. And that's going to be it. I probably should have just hidden and let my infantry hopefully win. But, yeah, it's just not fun.
Chaos Marauders! Charge them!
It's just a matchup. It's kind of like a Lizardman against. But I wanted to try out a build. And yeah, now he's going to rampage. And he's actually going to dive into the ground, even though he's probably closer to other units here. But not worth my time there. Yeah, I could have played it differently. I could have. Well, the thing is, you bring missile units against dwarves is a waste of time. You're not going to be able to stop their gyrocopters with missiles because the gyros will shrug off javelins for way too long. And if you try to use throwing axes are not going to bring down gyrocopters. So they're going to miss too much. You're going to stagger the gyro like jerks back, and the remaining like dozen throwing axes miss. It's really pretty terrible. And this death ball of a Gotrek, Felix, and Rune Lord is pretty disgusting to deal with if you can't bring the tools to deal with it. So it's just not fun to play against. But that's kind of how the dwarves are just a terrible faction to play against, and as I think there are very little options either way. But that's my 2 cents. A faction I hate. All right. Speaking of a faction I hate, well then. Well then. You know what? I have no craps to give Arphazar Gelt. Good old transmutation. We don't need final transmutation. We can bring transmutation of lead. Searing Doom is completely wasted. Staff of Alans. Empire captains. Don't even need to kit him out. Just gotta bring him on foot. Any chance of Bretonnia? Yeah, I can do Bretonnia in the next one. I'm not gonna do it against annoying dwarves here. But because I'm sick of dwarves, so I'm gonna do a pure cancer strat here and hope it works. Huntsman and crossbows, and then we're gonna bring some spears, and then we're gonna realize we're locked out. So we can bring better stuff, I guess. Like, well, I can bring like that. I'm not even going to pretend this is a kind build, but I think this, well, we should probably have a decent shot here. And yeah, we're just going to try to mow them down. In case you're wondering why the huntsmen are there to pick off artillery. We're going to deploy them vanguard, probably on the flanks. Everything else is just going to deploy to the center and march on them and gun them down. Archeon, unfortunately, is not very good against dwarves, so I would run Archeon, but his fact that he doesn't have tankiness against missiles, stacked on the fact that he does magic damage, so he himself doesn't tend to do too great. It's just kind of painful. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Boom.
Spearmen! Soldiers of the Empire! By Ulrich's wrath! Crossbows ready!
And then we got row 2, row 3, Empire captains in case you went with blasting charges,
Ready for war!
and huntsman. And yeah, there we go. Dwarves are evil. Yeah, dwarves are evil. That's for sure. Alright. We're advancing. Let's go.
Very well!
What is there? Organ guns. Okay. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and snipe my Empire captain. I can't be bothered to care. It's just a captain. I just have to not get get Gelt sniped. That would be pretty bad.
To battle!
But everyone else doesn't matter. Iron breakers, yeah. Okay.
Moving now! Weapons!
There we go. Huntsman going at it. Like this Empire captain, if he wastes all his shots on him, go ahead. I literally couldn't care less. Iron breakers. Let's gun them down. Let's gun them down. Let's gun them down. Let's interrupt them there. You guys start shooting at them. You guys start shooting at them. Gelt, let's stop getting sniped.
Feel my ire. We obey!
We can actually get you in there. You in there. Empire captain's routing,
My will alone.
which is lovely. Over here, we're gonna get these guys in there. Anytime, yeah, we're
Lord of metal.
We're gonna pop that there.
They'll never move again.
We're gonna get you guys shooting on that.
Crossbows
And
ready, General.
we're gonna pop Staff of Alans as well as that.
Haste gold magic.
We're gonna melt that over there.
Ready.
And then we're gonna advance over here.
Obey.
In the meantime, he's trying to shoot back and it's just not happening. Those iron breakers over there are gonna break soon.
Ulrich's wrath on them.
There we go, they're offline. Now we're gonna advance on those organ guns over there. It's gonna take a little while to whittle down those cannons, but it's okay.
Ready, my lord. Get them.
Now he's gonna try to push it. So, in a fit of honorableness, we're going to disengage.
March!
All right, they're done.
Battle! Take position! By Ulrich's wrath!
Over here, we're gonna
Finding range,
do our
sir!
pro Space Marine splits.
For the
We'll shoot on them.
Warhammer!
Fire against them.
Quickly.
Over here, we fire on them.
General.
Take the
We can get Gelt on the Ironbreakers, probably. You guys can advance.
Reservers!
We're getting gunned down by the organ guns for sure. It's definitely not great, but
Go.
Yes, General? Take the ground!
For the Emperor.
Quick march! Shoot them!
and we're gonna gun down these Ironbreakers. Now we're gonna back off from those Dwarf Warriors who are being jerks. We're gonna get you in on here. The organ guns are gonna start falling apart. We're gonna take them offline.
Shoot
Oh, he's satchel charging my.
Formation, march!
We're gonna get rear shots on them.
Handgunners.
Crossbows ready, General! Take the ground! Spotters the target! Bring it down!
State troops.
We're gonna run those Dwarf Warriors over. Now all his shooting is going to break. Look at that. Ironbreakers breaking.
Waffen!
Clearly a lot less tough than they thought they were. And now we're gonna shoot these Grumbling Guard.
Ready.
And now we're gonna shoot them. We're gonna get you in on the NG. And I don't even know. I'll pop it even. I actually really shouldn't waste my time chasing them, really. We'll push over there. We'll pull the Huntsman back.
Faster!
Captain's on that guy, so he's doing a great job.
By all
Now these guys are debuffed, so crossbows are just going to melt them. We're gonna pop that. We're gonna pop this. Dwarf Lord over here is getting gunned down, having a horrible day.
Bow before me! Missiles will
Over here we break those Ironbreakers, which will be a cleanup, and there we go. Dwarf lines break. So that right there, folks, is a pretty disgusting build again of Empire. Crap, I didn't save the one against Yumi's. Oh well. Yeah, that right there, pretty disgusting build. And this is the kind of build that can really wreck dwarves. Even if he'd gone with a different build, like let's say he ditched these Ironbreakers and went with like some more mobile shooting, you can still overwhelm them with firepower. Like look at all these untouched. Essentially, I only had 2 units of handguns that really got shut down, and then there's 4 units of crossbows and 3 units of guns, sorry, and 2 units of huntsmen that were essentially untouched at the end of that game. It's actually disgusting what you can do. But I'm gonna try to get in the last 2 requests here, Archeon and Bretonia. We did actually get a Bretonia match in earlier. I think it was against Dark Elves. But I think it was one of the first games in this stream, so definitely check it out if you're curious about Bretonia. But we're gonna try to get some chaos in. Hopefully this isn't against dwarves again. Oh, it's chaos against Bretonia. We'll bring Archeon. You'll get to see. I will do a run of Bretonia myself at some point, but yeah. How do I want to do this? The Lord of the End Times. We could bring the Swords of Chaos. That would be fun. This is such a useless ability. Apocalyptic Charge. But the rest of their kit's pretty good. Slayer of King. Crown of Dominion. They do have Guardian, which actually stacks on Archeon's baseline 10% physical, so it's not too terrible. Burning Head, maybe Burning Head. Not sure if I want Piercing Bolts. Probably not going to bring Fireball. I don't think Fireball is really that valuable. There is potential for some skirmish play from Brett's, but I don't know if I'm too concerned about it. Might actually bring Chaos Knights. Go all in on the Archeon theme here. Chosen with great weapons or chosen with halberds? That's the question of the day. I really like chosen with shields, but Mad Rush. Maybe we'll ditch the Chaos Knights. We'll bring like chosen halberds. That's disgusting against Bretonnia though. I'll feel guilty. I'll feel like a filthy piece of crap after that. But it's so good. I'm a horrible person. We're gonna. Oh, should I bring armor trolls? And thus redeem myself partially. Oh my god, this is stupid. This build, if I didn't know any better, I'd say it's a top tier competitive build. Yeah. You know what? I don't care. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna try to. We didn't bring anything to shut down backlines. Really. If my opponent goes super cav heavy, which is kind of likely, we're going to have to try to bait him on top of the Chosen and then slug it out with Chaos Knights and Trolls. Triple Troll, though, incredibly powerful. Trolls hit like trucks. Trolls have actually pretty good melee stats. Their stats are like in the 40s right now with 9 chevrons. Keep their leadership in line. We're mildly outnumbered. If you're looking for a more competitive anti-Bretonnia build as Chaos, this is not it. Granted, this isn't a particularly difficult matchup, so if I lose this, I basically suck. I need to get good. But that's not quite true. This build is not particularly good for this. But if you go for a super competitive build as Chaos, this match is very difficult to lose. Like if you bring Kolak, a Shaggoth, bring Kolak, a Shaggoth, a bunch of Chosen with halberds, and then just a backline clearing force of like hounds and stuff like that, and you've actually yeah, you've got a pretty strong counter to Bretonnia. I feel like if my opponent brought Trebuchets, this could get nasty because Chosen. If I lose the Chosen, even one unit, that could snowball into disaster pretty quick. So those are my anchors. Look at these guys. Chosen are amazing. I don't think there's any unit. I don't know. Blackrook's pretty cool too, but Chosen are honestly one of the coolest units in the game. Just look at that. Look at those fine helmets. Those crazy halberds.
They will succumb. Chaos Knights. Chaos Marauders. That's what the masters bid.
Wow. Okay. Well.
We serve the gods.
You know what? If they waste shots on my trolls or on the marauders, I don't particularly care. It's actually the shots against the Chosen that would kind of worry me. But it's these guys or the trolls. Trolls have 110 armor. Trolls with armor have 110 armor, and with regen, these shenanigans won't do that. I just have, yeah, like these guys are gonna start getting just melted, but it's okay. It's just marauders. What are these questing knights? Who's this? Rapunz. Oh, we're seeing Rapunz take the field. No watery tart.
Chaos will reign. Give us carnage. Ah!
Alright, let's get in here.
Towards bloody glory. Now is our time. Die in arcane fire. Wipe them out. I control Zinch's gifts. Chaos Marauders.
Oh my god. Look at how... Oh my... Look at how quickly Rapunzel just gets chunked by Archeon. That is... Oh my god. We just brought... Companions of Canal, OP or not, are not going to carry this. Yeah, sure, these guys can charge. What are they going to charge? The back of Chosen? Like, great, the Chosen. Okay, I do need to make a move here, though, and get rid of these stupid polearms. That is a pain in the posterior, otherwise. None of us didn't do very much, then. That's mildly disappointing. What are these? These are Knights of the Lionheart. Okay. Well, I'm gonna lose all the peripheral units. That was a given. That's Marauders. That's their job. They were made to suffer. But as long as Archeon here stays in here, I could perhaps get. And as I've only lost a few trolls, so. Of course, my opponent's he's getting propped up by the. What are these Grails? Knights of the Lionhearted. These are just twisting knights. My opponent definitely has some good micro. No. And Swords of Chaos are definitely starting to struggle a bit here. Companions of Canal, of course, just do not break. I don't really... My opponent might take it here. Because the trolls just do not have leadership, really. And my opponent has some really good cycle charging going on right now. And with the presence of that annoying Grail Relic, which I can't really get on top of, to save my life right now. Like, with a Grail Relic in there, that's another reason you want Shaggets, is because you can get on top of Grail Relics and crap like that. These guys are just gonna, get out of there. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think this is gonna be it. Like, Archeon's a beast. He'll stick around, but the trolls, even with Crown of Dominion, unless I can... You know, we are breaking units, so that is a slight win. Maybe. I don't know. He's going to remove the trolls from play. The trolls are gone. We can focus out. I got Slayer of Kings active. I can get on top of that Grail Relic, and that would be a big win. These Chosen need to fall back and support. I actually haven't lost any trolls in one unit. And now I've got... I don't know, this is a very back and forth fight. I like it. I don't mind that. It's good to see. If Archeon can chunk this Grail... My opponent only just now noticed that I'm going after the Grail Relic. Unfortunately, he did notice. Which is... Key is not to pursue. Crazy amount. If we can chunk the Damsel. If she tries to go after Archeon... He's gonna have a bad time. This can't escape either, so... Problem is that I'm gonna have... Oh my god, yeah. Okay. I might have actually blown it there because now the trolls are going to rout, which is going to be potentially a disaster. Like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Like, it's too late to whine about it now. Archeon here is getting caught out. But yeah, I had one of my trolls rout, and chances are they won't come back. Like, they're currently just fleeing. Archeon's pretty quick on his feet, so he might be able to escape here. Got 78 speed on Dorgar, but look at that, the troll's just fleeing. Big misplay there. Big misplay. We did break these men-at-arms with pole arms. Archeon here can. I really wish I had. Look at this trolls. At the same time, Archeon is an absolute champ in melee, and so if I can... Look at these guys, four models.
Control Zinch's gifts. Nurgle's pestilent glory. Mortal fool.
Let's see. There isn't much in the way of... If I can get rid of my opponent's... If I can get rid of my opponent's heavy cav here, if these questing knights go down, I can... The problem is if the troll's leadership buckles, I'm going to lose the majority of my high mass. And... Oh, this is tough. But I can... Oh. Ah, the troll's routed. Damn trolls. We are whittling down the heavy cap. My opponent's leader... Oh! Oh! He dropped the troll pursuit. This could work. These chosen... they're raving, but they're not 20. Okay. So I can break that. My trolls actually rallied because my opponent didn't pursue them. Oh, there is hope. There is hope for the glory of chaos. These trolls, they have 10 models. If these 9 models, whatever, doesn't matter. Stick around. Stick around, you darn trolls. Fight to the bitter end. Yeoman. Trolls. I love trolls. They're, in case you didn't know, guys, trolls are literally the best unit in the game. The Chosen still have a decent chunk of models. Now the Marauders are getting rear charges, which is a big win. Now the trolls should be able to win that fight, and there's no can you chunk her? Come on. Go trolls. Trolls are great. If I hadn't chunked Rapunzel, this game would have been a loss. Yeah, this was really well played to my opponent. Honestly, I actually might be casting this one later, I might say, because... So, to be honest, my opponent's cavalry play there was, in my opinion, masterful. I think the choice of Rapunzel, and particularly the way he let her just get chunked almost immediately, basically cost him the game there. If he had kept Rapunzel alive until late game, even if he had managed to scrape her away in that opening situation where Archeon dove in, he would have probably pulled that one out. So really, honestly, incredibly well played with the Cav. Like, obviously he wasn't going to get any crazy kill counts because he was fighting against a bunch of elite units, elite quote-unquote, with the trolls. But, yeah, so obviously the kill counts were going to be insane, but honestly, his control of the Questing Knights and the Knights of the Realm and the... Well, maybe not the Companions of Canal, they got wrecked early on, but the Questing Knights and the Knights of the Realm especially were just really, really good. And by and large, he was good at chasing units off with the Mounted Yeomen. Stuff like that. Just some really good plays there. Just poor Rapunzel just getting chunked by the Herald of the End Times there. It's disgusting. Holy hell. So yeah, definitely well played to my opponent. We will try to get one more in, guys, then I'm going to call it a night. Hopefully you guys enjoy these live streams. I've been trying to get, like, I'm going to try to keep this consistent streak going. Just getting every Sunday night, getting a little bit of live streaming going. Mostly quick match, probably. Sometimes campaign. I've got a Rapunzel campaign I'm doing. I know you guys don't enjoy that as much as you do quick match and watching me do ridiculous builds and whatnot, but occasionally I'll probably do campaign. Maybe I'll try some other games as well, just for fun. And the request was, if I remember correctly, Britonia. So we will do Britonia. This is going to be the last one here, guys. We're going to have a bit of fun. We'll bring Faye Enchantress. I think she's pretty solid in this matchup. I don't know if I want to wake into it, maybe. We'll go like that. We'll strip her down quite a bit. We want to go with a pretty, maybe not elite, but decent amount of bowmen. Bows are very important in this matchup just for overwhelming your opponent with sheer amounts of Daka. Questing Knights. Or not Questing Knights, Knights Errant. Just to protect against hounds. Good for backline defense. Handful of Paladins, we can throw them on Pegasus. Mounts. Definitely don't need this. We definitely don't need an extra Guardian. Honestly. I guess one Guardian can't hurt. We'll give him a Charmed Shield. Nah, because they're probably just going to be operating together. Screw that. They don't need. Guardian's just not that useful. One unit of Quest Royal Hippos just to compromise the backline and harass. And then some Battle Pilgrims, Regiment of Renowned Battle Pilgrims. And the rest we're going to get Men-at-Arms. Maybe some Spear Men-at-Arms instead. And then some Peasants. That should be okay. Did I bring... I didn't bring Chalice of Potions, so... Let's try to get that in here. Got Awakening in the Wood, got Earthblood. I think those are both decent. Faye Enchantress herself is a pretty good counter to Ethereals, and I don't think Ethereals are a very common sight in this match. Just because of Britonia's tendency to have magic damage. It's definitely a little bit of a narrow front line, but zombies are slow, so we should be okay, I think. We'll see. Well, we're gonna give it a shot. It's been a little while since I played this matchup. I think last time I didn't bring double paladins, but whatever. Be nice. Kick this one off. The one thing I'm kind of worried about is Queen Bess. Queen Bess can actually do quite a number on Bretonian forces. But, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully there's no Queen Bess. I guess the counter to Queen Bess would be to bring like a Lore of Beastcaster and just drop a Amber Spear on Queen Bess, but maybe 2 Amber Spears. I think 2 Amber Spears will kill Queen Bess. So. But yeah, guys, this is gonna be our last game. Next week, I'll probably do. I'll definitely try to stream again next Sunday. Should have time. There's nothing on my schedule that should preclude that. Probably going to do quick match again. I haven't decided yet if I want to do quick match or campaign next week. It might kind of depend on just how tired from work. If I am or not. Actually, I don't think... maybe I'm not working. I actually might not be working next Sunday. So maybe we'll probably do quick matches. Unless I decide to do like some other game. But I know you guys enjoy the quick matches more. It's a little more exciting. A little more ridiculousness. You get to see weird strats. Got the Faye. How much do I want to bring? Oh my god, he's got me well outnumbered. It's a lot of zombies. Actually, that's kind of terrifying. He's probably got a bunch of summons too, but we'll try to make it work. Got 2 firing squads. We got paladins here. Which paladins were a little tankier. Got some knights errant. And some hippos. The hippos gotta stay safe. Hippos are important. Troll King. We got a Troll King in here. Oh man, Throg. Let's do it. Let's see what my opponent brings. It's gonna be the last one. Let's hope it's not a bad one. Well, let's broaden the spear line. Battle pilgrims are very strong in this match, at least. So the fact that they're almost unbreakable is really nice.
Morgiana.
By the lady.
Holy guacamole. Okay, so we got grenadiers. We got our mortars. Okay. Are those handguns? They are handguns. That's ooh, that's a spicy build. Mortars. Okay. So that's a spicy build. That is definitely not fun. We're gonna try to get you guys in there.
We fight for Britonia.
The fact there's no arty is actually a little surprising. Well, I say there's no arty. What I mean is there's no, what is that? Are these all, it's a lot of handguns though. Holy fuck.
Britonia needs me. Take the ground. Take the ground. Full tilt. Peasant bowman.
I shall.
At once, for Our Lady.
At once.
Immediately. For the king. For Leoncoeur.
Yes.
Orders.
We're gonna push forward, try to zone away a little bit. The problem with Bretonnian archers, of course, is that their leadership is like trash. We're gonna get.
For our lands. Datador, I invoke thee. Winds of magic, rise.
Bretonians attack! Bretonia! Quick, march!
Oh crap! That was a misplay right there.
Come on, lads! Loose! Attack! For Our Lady!
Oh my god! You need to run. Get away from those Murngulls.
At speed! With haste!
What are these? Are these bombers? Oh my god! I'm a moron. I'm wasting all that time.
Victory is assured!
Chasing after gosh darn bombers. That is all sorts of pathetic. Low IQ plays.
Ready! Draw! Loose!
Let's get in here. All of a sudden, I feel like a total moron. Because I was wasting all that time and effort.
Of Bretonia!
Get in on them. Chasing after bombers, of all things. Like, come on.
Sorceress.
That is just pitiful. That's freaking terrible.
Hear me.
What's happening to my Royal Hippogriffs right now is also pretty terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
Gairan, I call thee.
Quickly! I seek glory! What do you beat? Ride them down! Nocturne ready? Yes!
Ooh, alright, you guys should be pushing forward into them.
Aye!
You guys should be pushing into them.
Honor the lady! Loose! Like it!
That's a summon, so it doesn't really matter.
Run, man!
Where do my hippogriffs go? Oh, they did charge. Okay. They're being healed. You get in here on the guns.
Battle pilgrims!
Where are you guys? Oh, pop your shields.
My blade is yours! Swiftly! For the king!
Come forth.
Oh, I'm being bombed.
Now! Your command!
I'll send one guy after that. Alright, let's get one guy in on him. Let's give him that much respect.
Protect Bretonia. Moving a base. Remember your vows.
This is ridiculous. And they're actually kind of successful right now. They are kind of breaking my leadership. You get in here on those Mongols. Faye's in here, melting face. Can you get in there? What is he seriously hitting you with a Melkos miasma? That's a waste. I'm sorry. My paladins are gonna nuke those boys. Where's Faye? Oh, over here. Gonna be able to shut those guys down pretty well, I think. We'll get Faye. I'm gonna ignore Noctilus because why would I bother with him? And actually, my opponent concedes, so that's surprising. Spam. 7. That way we actually had a lot of battles. I think we got like 10 battles in today, maybe more. No, probably more, because there's definitely a few losses. I had that brutal one against Yumi's who just crushed me, and there was, I think, the close one with the High Elves. There's at least 2 losses and quite a few wins. So it was a good day. Got a lot done. I think this is a decent comp in this matchup because if you bring a lot of archers, you can overwhelm. If your opponent goes to just point defense shooting or cannons, you can overwhelm them with archers. But if your opponent goes with, for example, big beasties, you do need something to counter that. And I think that's where the paladins and the hippogriffs come in. If your opponent goes with like so Necrofex Colossus, you can overwhelm with archers. But if your opponent goes with like Rotting Leviathan or Prometheans, at that point you really do want the archers. The archers are practically mandatory, and yeah, against the Rotting Prometheans, the archers will do some work there, and the Royal Hippogriffs can really help. So, Royal Hippogriffs are great against basically all monsters. But yeah, for my opponent's build here, the deck dropper experiment was kind of hilarious. I actually thought these were, so I didn't look at the card, and then you guys probably didn't realize that when I shocked their bombers, but I didn't look at the card, and I thought these guys were normal deck droppers with guns. That's why I was sending the paladins on a quest to kill them. That was a total waste. Could have easily ignored them. Maybe let the archers whittle them down instead. But oh well, what can you do? Interesting take on the match here. I think there's just not enough tools to crack cavalry, really. But my opponent wasn't expecting that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys found this entertaining. We get a bunch of matches in. Try to show off some Mimi lords, some Mimi builds, as well as some more serious ones, and hopefully you guys found it entertaining. Yeah, like I said, we'll be live streaming again next week, probably around the same time, 8 to 8:30 Eastern is what I'm going to be aiming for. And once again, we're probably going to do quick matches next week, unless, yeah, I don't know. We'll probably do quick matches again. More games. Yeah, I know you want more games. I wish, but I need some rest. My brain is fried. More games. Oh man, I'm being peer pressured here. More games. All right, guys, we're gonna do one more game. I'll do one more game. That's all. One more game. Peer pressure. I'm a weakling. I give into pressure. Oh, it's my same opponent here. We'll do one more game. Win or lose, this is gonna be it. I do need my sleep, and I do need some rest. This matchup. Why does he want to do Vampire Coast? Just why? Why you gotta be this way, fool? We'll do Beastman. Yeah, I've been bullied. I feel horrible. No, just kidding. It'll be fun. We'll get one more match in here. We will have fun with it. We're gonna some Ungor Raiders, some Gore Herd. We'll get Blackhorn's Ravagers up in this Shiznit, and we'll get a Bray Shaman of Beasts. Throw him on a Pimp Chariot. Get take down Amber Spear. We don't need that Panzer. Well, screw that. Don't need none of this. We want the Curse of Honorire. We'll bring Morgar just because Morgar's tough to snipe. I don't want to lose my Lord to annoying Lord sniping shenanigans. We definitely do want to bring some Centaurs with throwing axes just in case we see some Prometheans. That is a pretty common trick in this matchup. Centaurs, we can cut it down to like 300 raiders. Yeah, this guy's a coast. This guy's a coast lover. We'll get the destroyers of Drakewald in there. Some Ungor spears with shields. Tempted to bring a Gorbel. Just in case my opponent brings... I'll bring some Harpies. Maybe I'll cut down one of these guys. I'm gonna... Tempted to bring a Gorbel just to have some, like, anti-large if my opponent brings, like, Murngulls. Because this build would struggle against Murngull. Well, I don't know. I do have some archers in there. I do have Morgar, who's not outright terrible. Centaurs aren't terrible against them. Get like Wissen's Wild Form. Flock of 2. Maybe we'll just go like this. We'll roll like this. Alright, let's do it. This is going to be the last one. Win or lose. I'll stick around. I know you guys are saying leave it, but we'll play it. We'll play it out. We'll see what happens. He can be a coast streak. It's going to be the last one. Next week we'll definitely get more done, more stuff in. More cutting edge strats. One more after this. I'm done after this. I know you guys want to see more games. I know, but I'm already feeling done. And I know that I'll play one more after this, and then I'll play one more after this. So on. But yeah. I will try to plan. You know, I will say this. I might try to plan, depending on how my schedule works out. I might try to plan to have longer streaming days because we're doing like relatively short streams, like 2.5, 3 hours. So I might try to work up and do longer streaming days. Maybe mix and match stuff. Do some quick match. Do some maybe some campaign. We'll see. We will see where it goes. All right. Time for some big brain plays. He still outnumbers me. Well, that kind of makes me shocked, but whatever. Unshielded Gores. This is gonna be great. And before it's just a Horde of Depth Guard. That would be kind of grim. Do you need? Alright. Centaurs. We're gonna put the Centaurs with throwing axes down in the ditch because I don't want them getting destroyed. I'll put Morgar into group 1 because he's just gonna charge in and join that group. And then the Harpies can deploy in the back. Pull the ult at 4 before he loses. He didn't do it last time. I feel like he won't. I don't know. I'd hope not. I like to believe people won't. Because it's something I don't do, and I feel like the majority of people you play with are decent folks. All right, let's go. Oh, the vanilla deck droppers. That's a shock. Okay, let's go. I'm already getting gunned down by our. Getting satchel charged. We're gonna get you boys in there. Harpies are on them. Oof. Who is this? Is that Claustra? Oh, there's a vampire caster, so that's a little. We got boys on the mortar. You guys are coming back. The Gores are definitely not holding up ideally here, but oh god. Okay, we do have these guys. Let's get in on that. We'll get in on the vampire caster, try to get him off the field. Unfortunately, my harpies are just routing at a bad place. Let's get in on Claustra. I can find her. Which one? That's not Claustra. Claustra's all the way in there. These guys actually rallied before they fled the field, so that is a little bit of a win. This is just brutal. I actually haven't casted my, yeah, I actually cannot even cast it, so. It doesn't matter what I want, really. There's the, oh, I forgot. Disgusting. Damn nice errant. There's literally nothing I can do about that, so. Besides cry. So. Yeah. I'm trying to shut down the mortars, but it's just not happening. Yeah, unfortunately those guys are just so disgusting. Harpy's doing some work. Oh, you need to run. You're in a really bad spot here, bud. Get in here, shut them down. This is brutal. Brutal stuff, brutal stuff. There's just so much zoning. I need to crumble these guys, try to get them dead. But instead, Claustra's just being an absolute pain in the posterior. And now the pseudo hex rates are going to be messing me up. Morgar here doing the Lord's work, but we're just not able to shut. Okay, at least the pseudo hex rates finally fell apart. I hate the fact that these guys will just not crumble. Come on, let's get in on Claustra. Why are you guys not engaging? Fight them. Like, that is a wasted invocation of heck at least. But... oh my god. My harpies route, they did. Oh, that's not done yet, so I could... what are you... oh. I see. And this guy's just getting hung up on God knows what. That's grand. Yeah, Claustra's just too much of a beefcake. I haven't been able to take those damn mortars offline this entire game. And friggin' Morgar just isn't able to get on these guys to really do much of anything, it seems. Worst part is that the unit that does have a lot of... I'm not able to shut down the mortars. And they don't even punt him away, so... these guys are just not able to stay on him. You guys will at least fire. Yeah, this is game. There's just nothing that can be done really against Claustra. This was a cancerous match. I'm definitely done after this one. It's a bit of a sour one to end on. Should have probably pulled the plug. Whatever. This guy plays a cancerous faction. It's all good. You lose, win some, you lose some. I shouldn't have gone to Beastmen. If you want an easy win against Coast, they're probably not the best choice, but it's okay. But yeah, I did say this was going to be my last one, win or lose. I do hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I'll definitely be live. I know you won't. Okay, well, I'm going to be closing off now. Yeah, I'll definitely be live streaming again next week, same time, so 8 to 8:30 Eastern. I might try to push it a little further. It might go a little bit longer play time. But I do hope you guys enjoyed. We'll definitely be trying to get more quick matches in. And maybe some customs or stuff like that. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys did enjoy. And I'll see you all in the next one. Yeah, just thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm out.